First, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Nongmengsong1. I am the Chief Forecaster of Guangxi Meteorological Observatory, mainly engaged in forecasting and issuing warning of sudden disaster weather. I have been working on weather forecast for 34 years, and it's my pleasure to share with you the results of our research on scoreline in recent years. Guangxi lies in the west of South China. The southwestern part of Guangxi is adjacent to Vietnam and share similar climate conditions with ASEAN. I hope our research will be helpful to you. The topic of my report is Study on the Organization of Warm Sector Scoreline in the west of South China. Now let's begin. My report is divided into 5 parts, mainly including the geographical, topographical feature, and effects on weather and climate, characteristics of the spatial and temporal distribution of convection weather, and the circulation in the west of South China, characteristics and organization of frontal scoreline and warm sector scoreline, and conclusion. Let's go to the first part. As we all know, meteorological elements can be affected by geography and terrain. So we need to know about the geography and topography of Guangxi. The first part is geographical and topographical features of the west of South China and the effects on the weather and climate. Geographical feature. Guangxi is located in the subtropical region between 22nd to 26 degrees north latitude and between 104 to 112 degrees east longitude. Guangxi has a span of about 800 kilometers from east to west, 600 kilometers from north to south, and a total land area of about 230 million square kilometers. Guangxi belongs to subtropical monsoon climate, with tropical ocean on the south, Nanning Mountain in the north, Yunnan Guizhou Plateau to the west, and the Tropic of Cancer crossing the center. And Guangxi has abundant rainfall, affected by the warm, moisture airflow and the cold air. Heavy rainfall, flooding, tropical cyclone, hail and gale, drought, low temperature chilling are main meteorological disasters in Guangxi. Topographic feature. First, the surrounding area is high, the middle is low, like a basin. The surrounding area of Guangxi is mostly mountainous area with the altitude of more than 1,000 meters, and the center is low-lying area with the elevator of more than 200 meters, forming a shape like a basin. And second, more mountains less plains. The mountainous areas above the height of 400 meters account for 40% of the total. And the third, karst landfall with beautiful landscape. In karst area, there are many rocks and little soil, which is usually set 9 stones and 1 soil. The cultivated land is scattered and easy to drought and waterlogged. The fourth, the coast is curved with many harbor beaches. The coastline is tortuous with many drought valleys and harbors. This is a picture of my hometown located at the border of China and Vietnam. In such a geographical and topographical background, we have a look at its impacts on Guangxi's weather and climate. The difference of latitude between north and south and the longitude between east and west makes the regional difference of Guangxi's climate obvious. Guangxi is tropical monsoon climate. More than 1/3 of the region of Guangxi in the south of the Tropic of Cancer can get more solar total radiation. The climate difference between north and south is mainly reflected in temperature. In the north, it is hot in summer and cold in winter, and 4 seasons are distinct. But in the south, summer is long, winter is short, and there is no winter all year long. In the other hand, the difference between east and west is mainly reflected in precipitation. There is more precipitation in the east than that in the west. The annual precipitation in the east is 1,500 to 2,000 millimeter and 1,200 to 1,500 millimeter in the west. The number of precipitation days is 140 to 160 days. The rainy season starts earlier in the east and late in the west, with different peak precipitation months. Topographical influence. The complex terrain of Guangxi has obvious influence on meteorological elements such as temperature and precipitation. The first, influence on temperature. The temperature decreases with increasing altitude in general by about 0.6 degrees Celsius every rising 100 meters above sea level, and at the same latitude, the annual average temperature of the mountains is 2 to 4 degrees Celsius lower than that of the river valley. Second, the barrier effects on airflow. Because Yunnan-Guizhou Plateau blocks the southward cold air, temperature in the west of Guangxi at the same altitude and latitude is higher than that in the east of Guangxi. And the third, there are many gaps in the edge of Guangxi Basin. For example, the Xiangui, Colorado, in the northeast of Guangxi, which is the main channel for cold air to invade Guangxi. Influence on precipitation. The influence of topography on precipitation mainly lies in the uneven distribution of precipitation region. From the above, we can get the following summary. First, Guangxi is located in the subtropical monsoon climate area. Under the influence of warm and humid air and cold air, we have severe weather such as rainstorm, tropical cyclone, thunderstorm, gale, hail, tornado, and short-term heavy rainfall. Second, due to different geographical location, in the north of Guangxi, it is colder than in the south. The four seasons are distinct. There is more rain in the east than that in the west. Third, difference of topography also causes temperature and precipitation differences. Temperature in the mountainous areas is lower than that in flat areas, and the precipitation distribution is not uniform.